lot of stuff to talk about in this video today. Mostly, we're going to talk about a second battle pass. That's right. We have a battle pass already, but this post right here talks about a second battle pass coming to the game. Now, let's talk about what this post is not. This post right here is not the response that we're expecting next week. Right here, acknowledging community feedback, which basically acknowledges all the salt that a lot of people have been talking about. It said that we're going to get a response in 3 weeks. So the response to this post and some of the issues in this are coming out a week from now. This is its own post, and we're going to cut to the salty part first. And I want to say this post is not all bad. I polled chat. And actually, for people that love or for hate it, is actually 2-1. And then most of the people were meh. Now, here's the thing, though, is that was before we got confirmation that this is, in fact, a second battle pass. And we're going to start in the middle, read this, and then we're going to go back to the top. Strike Pass. Most of you have likely already been earning rewards with Mojo's Mayhem, and Real Time Arena will be using a similar system called Strike Pass to grant extra rewards for competing daily objectives, including some new additions. In most cases, this means you'll get more rewards, including orange gear, for the actions you're already taking in the game. There'll be different levels of rewards based on your current level in the game. For example, the pass for newer players will likely contain a lot of blue and purple gear, while the pass for veteran players will contain more orange gear. More details shall be revealed closer to date, and this is, in fact, a second battle pass. So we don't have any other details as far as the cost and the tiers or the way that it's going to work, but this is going to operate similar to other battle passes that are in other system. There's 2 tracks, a free track and a paid track. Cerebro did say this is a battle pass. This is, in fact, a second battle pass. And a lot of people are not thrilled about that. A lot of the conversation that we've been having here on Twitch is about people not liking it and how much it's going to be. Now, I do want to give a little bit of credit to this post. There's a lot of stuff in here that I think is interesting. Some things are good. Some things are just like should already be in the game. And some things are interesting, and we'll see, right? And some things I'm cautiously optimistic about, specifically like red stars for Ultron. Man, that looks like horde red stars and horde and horde and horde, and it's going to take a long time. First thing they talk about in this post right here is skins coming to Marvel Strike Force. And so we've got some of the design that they're going to use there. And this is basically all the stuff in this post is supposed to come out in the first half of 2021. I also think that this post would have been better received if it was early in the year when we were bored, in like January or end of December. But coming after everything escalated, it's bad timing. It really is just bad timing. If this would have came out a month and a half ago, I think it would have been way more well received. So they're going to say they're going to do this about every 6 months. All right, first things first, costumes. They talk, and a lot of people remember, we actually had a Deadpool X-Force costume in the game, I want to say in 2018 for, I would say a month or two, where it was the gray and black. Many of Marvel characters we love have evolved in many ways since they were introduced to the world through the pages of Marvel comics. One thing that is just about all the characters Marvel Strike Force have in common is they have worn multiple costumes in various appearances. So they're going to have costumes. Cool. They say that they may not be these ones at first. One of the exciting aspects of the costumes, we can visit iconic uniforms and apparel in the Marvel Universe across many timelines and media. Some characters that currently have a classic attire might get access to more modern look and vice versa. Or certain characters might have the threads inspired by pages of a comic, it might unlock a new ensemble from a Marvel movie or a television series and vice versa. Possibilities endless. Now, the real question that I have is in Marvel Future Fight, the costumes have different stats or different boosts. And it'd be like, Spider-Man 2099 or something like that will have a different ability. Like he'll have like 30% extra health or something. They all had different ways of doing it. So I'm curious if it's going to be like that or not, or if it's just going to be cosmetic like Fortnite, where you just get new cosmetics and that's that. We'll see. Please note the costumes shown here might not be the first ones available, becoming a not so distant future. The methods which costumes will be unlocked is still being finalized, but is likely to be available through several different modes in the game, similar to how characters are unlocked through various modes and events. All right, we'll see. We know that is something players have been asking, and we're eager to hear your feedback on what costumes you like to see for your favorite characters. Plan on releasing steady stream costumes for years to come. ISO 8 Tier 2. So this is not new. This is not a secret. This is something that it looks like there's actually, from what I could see in the data mines, there could be a possibility even of a Tier 3 someday. Same thing as with T4s in the data mine. There's T5s in the data mine that they're coded. At least there's artwork built for it for the future. So this was mentioned in a Strike Time video a couple weeks ago by John Doerr that it's supposed to be coming sometime later on this year, spring or summer. Last year when ISO 8 feature was introduced, we were thrilled to get positive response. It was a good response. I believe that it was play tested thoroughly by the community, and I think the launch of ISO 8 was a big success. Not a lot of people are really upset with ISO 8. Most people are pretty happy with ISO 8. For players, to such a game-changing feature laid the groundwork for us to expand on it, and the feature we'll consider the next evolution will look like. We're happy to announce that the next iteration is now in production. Okay, cool. ISO 8 Tier 2 is intended to be late game content when introduced, and players will first gain access to Tier 2 catalysts and ions in the Doom raids. So one of the big complaints that was, I believe, addressed in this community post is that the Doom raids had bad rewards, and they said, well, Doom raids is going to be for ISO 8 Tier 2. Okay, we'll have more details coming. We talked about the Strike Pass, and I got to say that I just stopped dead in my tracks here on Twitch when I saw this. I went, what? A second Battle Pass, and then it was confirmed a second Battle Pass. We're going to move on because we already talked about it. Exclusive original characters. So in other games, like Marvel Contest of Champions and Marvel Future Fight, they get unique characters that are unique to the game. I remember in Contest of Champions, I think it was Civil Warrior, and I think Marvel Future Fight has actually had 3 unique characters. So, and Reddit actually suggested that the first character come in is Decimal Point Jeff coming to the Marvel Universe. Anyways, it's going to be a character unique to this game, and they'll officially become canon in the Marvel Universe too. Expect to hear more about this character's unveiling closer to the game's anniversary around March and April. Cool. We'll see what that looks like. All right. Improvements. Save squad tabs. I did a full rant about this, saying, like, when I first saw that, I went, save squad tabs. I went, yes. And then I went, hold on. How have we gotten into a position where I was so excited about save squads coming to the game? That's like, why have my expectations for this game been lowered so low that when I read save squad tabs, I went, yes. That's like walking into McDonald's and the manager greets you at the door and says, we have a restroom. And I'm like, yes, you have restrooms. Do you also have French fries? Like, well, of course. Come on. This is so long overdue. It's outrageous. Like, we shouldn't be like celebrating this. This is something that should be expected. Like going into McDonald's and it has a restroom and French fries. Yeah, we get it. It's a McDonald's. We should have this no matter what. It's, I think they tried to charge us for this at one point in time. They were going to charge us a fee to get more save squads back in 2018. Oh my God. Anyways, they talk about the tabs, and they said it's going to game modes like Arena, Blitz, and Raid. I hope it's for War. War is the main game mode where I need the second tab. The second tab for me would be Blitz and War, where I need it. All right, this feature is still going to be worked on. Plan to add more save squads for the next game version as a stopgap. Great. Raid season milestone rewards. Yeah, they talk about they're going to adjust the raid season milestone rewards. I know that we finished these very quickly early in the week. I remember when the game came out, they actually gave out character shards. In fact, it was Quake shards in these raid milestones. If you look at it, there's like 4 buttons on it, and there's a place to put like character shards. They used to do that way back in the day. Maybe they'll expand on that, and we'll do something like that again. But they're going to raid key tracking. I know a lot of alliance leaders. This is definitely going to help. It's also kind of something that the game should just have. All right, now red stars for Ultron. I'm going to read this, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little skeptical of this. Cautiously optimistic. I expect to be grindy, and it also implies that we need to start hoarding our red stars today. My goodness, hoard your red stars. The team wants to give additional value by opening basic red star orbs, and we're doing this by introducing a new currency that'll be part of an orb drops. So start hoarding. This new currency will be redeemable to purchase red stars for characters like Ultron, who previously didn't have any access to them, and additional red stars for Ultimus. The new currency will give players some additional agency into getting red stars for specific characters in the future. Please note the new currency is intended to be something accrued and redeemed over a period of time, and so that means it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I don't think I'm not assuming that they're just going to give us like a bunch of red stars for Ultron magically. No, they're going to make us earn it. It's going to be whaley. It's going to be grindy. Maybe it'll take you years. I have no idea. We'll wait and see. API. Okay, so this is something I'm personally excited about because this is going to make like websites like MSF.gg able to get, I'm going to be able to log on to MSF.gg and import my character data and then get a lot of useful information. We're currently kind of doing that right now. With some software called Mantis. I'm not getting into it. But you can use the website to find out what other people are doing with ISO 8 classes, what T4s they've applied. API fixes this problem. It really does. API is a big deal in Galaxy of Heroes, and they've been working on getting it. What this means to you is that websites like MSFGG, you're going to be able to have your data in there and be able to get answers to questions very quickly and to see what other people are doing. It also will help with, I believe, with recruiting. One of the biggest complaints I hear in this game is that recruiting is very challenging. I'm guessing that this API will make recruiting a lot easier, being able to see what other people have in their rosters. You'll be able to see that a little bit more easily, hopefully. So they're working on with Pimp Toxie and TyJ at MSF.gg to create an API allow the website to direct access to certain game information as mission nodes and general info about characters. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't say character data. Well, I hope that they come out with character data. Well, they can start with the API doing this, but if it comes out with character data later, they have to do character data, like individual player data at some point, I think. Maybe they're just going to start with that. Anyways, we'll see. Well, we're progressing from an alpha test to live beta test in the near future. Limited features intended to keep building on the API over time, with more features eventually open up to access additional partners. We're committed to the long-term support of the community, and one of the ways we're dedicated to it. It's a good thing. Under review. Alliance War. This is many players' favorite game mode. I like it, and realize that we can spice it up a bit to encourage some new tactics. Currently exploring several options to shake things up a bit, and I like this. I have some additional information to share in the near future. We're going to revisit room bonuses and exploring to allow additional attacks and additional squads per room. That'll change it a lot. We're already moving into a hybrid meta right now, and this will change it back to the cookie cutter, but eventually it'll go back to hybrid. Real-time arena, my goodness. I'm going to read this word for word because I take issue with real-time arena. We are in the 3rd season of RTA, and it's terrible. I don't understand why this. I think it's gonna get fixed and it's gonna be better, but this is like we're doing it for them. I don't know why this couldn't have. I have a lot of issues with RTA. We're taking community feedback into account on several aspects of the feature, including the recent change to players quitting a match before it's finished. This created some unintentional edge cases. I've also heard community feedback regarding some imbalances in matchmaking. No kidding, and a desire to have greater incentive to focus on winning matches. Yes. We'll continue to explore options to incorporate feedback into the mode over time. And I feel like it's taking too long. We're going to be going on into the 4th season in 2 weeks. And it's not fun. Summary. And there you go. What's your preview? That's your preview of what we're working on in the first half of 2021. We have a lot of improvements and special events planned, especially around the time of the game's anniversary in March, April. Please note that everything mentioned here is subject to change. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Boy. And as possibly pushed back outside of given time frame. We'll do our best. Boy, this almost reads like a Lidro contract now. Some of these events. Constantly looking at how to update and improve existing features, simultaneously working. Now, this is the part I'm kind of excited about. Hopefully, this means Grand Arena. We are simultaneously working on developing new game modes that will provide unique and thrilling challenges. We're not quite ready to talk about any of these yet. We do want to know that they're under construction, generally take a lot more time to create compared to improvements in current features, and hope they'll have more details to share in much later. All right. So, what do you think about this blog post? Where do you fall in this right here? I don't know. I'm in the meh category myself. But if I had to choose between love it or hate it, other than the second version of a battle pass, I probably like it more than I hate it. That's just where I'm at with it. Also, keep in mind, we're going to be getting more information. Tomorrow, there's going to be the normal blog post, which I expect to be relatively uneventful. And then also, this particular blog post that came out on the 13th at the very bottom says that they're going to address the issues in the acknowledging community feedback in 3 weeks. So that will be a week from today. Friday is when they said that they would probably have a response to this. This is, kind of what everybody's upset about. This is response to a lot of the things that are going on Reddit. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.
Me a the burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out, I might sting ya. So turn it.